Hey, good day. This is our discussion on the different postpartum complications. For the series of discussions that we would be making, we'll be covering uterine atony, retained placental fragments. We'll also discuss the different psychological impacts of postpartum to the psychological state of the mother, consisting in postpartum blues, postpartum psychosis, as well as postpartum depression. We'll also be covering thrombophlebitis, and we'll also be covering mastitis. So for this video, we'll be discussing uterine atony, retained placental fragments, and perineal hematoma or bunog sa bilat. Okay, so let's start with uterine atony. When we speak of uterine atony, you would see two words, uterine and atony. Okay, uterine atony, class, is a condition where there is no tone over the uterus. So the loss of uterine tone is a condition called uterine atony. And take note, class, that uterine atony is the most common cause of bleeding in the first 24 hours after the delivery of the baby. So when we speak of uterine atony, there is loss of tone or there is a relaxation of the uterus in contradiction to what we would have expected in the postpartum. Nga naman, kung sa may atong gi-expect in the postpartum, di ba dapat well-contracted ang uterus? Nganong kinahanglan man na mo contract ang imuhang uterus? Because by the act of contracting, there is an act of squeezing the blood vessels that are left open as the placenta separates from its attachment site. So it is through the act of contraction that the open blood vessels are squeezed, that the blood vessels are compressed so that they stop bleeding. So the question might have been, why is it that the uterus should be contracted in the postpartum phase? Well, precisely, class, we do not want bleeding to happen. Nganong ingon ana mana? No, just to illustrate, class, if this is your uterus and this is your placenta, the placenta is attached to the uterus. By how? By different blood vessels. Okay, let me put in blood vessels into that. Placenta, uterus, you have the blood vessel here, the pentalpen as the blood vessel, and you have the placenta attached to it. When the placenta separates, class, the blood vessels are also cut open, meaning these blood vessels will now be oozing with blood. And because they are oozing with blood, the mother runs the risk of hypovolemic shock or hemorrhage. So as not to lose so much blood, these blood vessels must be compressed. How? It is through the proper contraction of the uterus. So kung di na siya mo contract, dili niya ma-squeeze ang mga open vessels. That happens once the placenta separates, then bleeding will happen. The relaxation or the absence of this uterine contraction is precisely what we know as uterine atony. Nganong hinay man mo contract ang atoang matres? Nganong naamantay atony? What are the causes, therefore, of uterine atony? The best key there, class, is to remember your learnings on those that could have caused hypotonic contraction. When you look at those causes under hypotonic, they are precisely the same cause of uterine atony. And that is why the principle remains nga, a hypotonic labor contraction is at risk for uterine atony in the postpartum. Kung hinay ka sa wa pa ka ng anak, inig panganak nimo, hinay pod gihapon ka. So if you look at the causes of hypotonic contraction, they are exactly the same causes that could have caused uterine atony. What are these? Una na diha, class, is the overdistension of the uterus. Remember, overdistension of the uterus could cause the uterus to be hypotonic, an ineffective labor contraction. But in the uterine atony also si overdistension could also be one of the causes. And when is overdistension existing? When do you expect overdistension to happen? In cases of polyhydramnios or when the amniotic fluid exceeds 2,000 ml, when the baby is very large, or when you have twins or triplets. Diba? So these structures or these causes could cause the uterus to become overdistended. Kung ang lastiko, sobrahan og inat, ang iyahang capacity to return and its state upon return is already altered. Mura og brief nga na bacon. Diba? Kay nasubraan man kainat. Mauna nga, ayaw in town lang kata ang brief aron di ma-bacon. Diba? So, causes, number 1, overdistension. Number 2, aside from that, there could be analgesics administration. No? The administration of analgesics like your morphine, like your Demerol. These are potent analgesics class. And we know ang epekto sa analgesic to the strength of contraction, makapahinay sa imong contraction. In fact, if you remember very well, basta hypertonic ang contraction, usa sa tambal. Basta precipitous ang contraction, usa sa tambal. Analgesic, pampahinay sa uterine contraction. Okay? So aside from overdistension, aside from analgesics, what could cause uterine atony? Suki na ka sa delivery room na nakay suki card, kana bitang buy 10 plus 1 o ingon ana, grand multi-parity. Mo bitaw nang mangutana gyud ko class, sakit ba ka ng mga anak, no? Ingon sila, uy, sakit kaayo, unya nganong magbalik-balik man. Ingon nila kausara man ang sakit pero ang lami kadaghan man kuno ambot lang, no? Ambot lang. Basta mao na akong pangutana kung sakit mutaga man unta ang tao pero nganong magbalik-balik man. Okay? So grand multiparity. And remember class, when do you say that a person is already on grand multiparity? When at least 5 times na siyang namabdos or nanganak. Okay? And another cause nganong naa ka uterine atony nga dili makakontract og tarong ang matris is when there is a retained placental fragment. Okay? Naay nahabilin nga portion of the placenta that prevents the uterus from properly contracting. If you remember my illustration ganina class, if this is your uterus, this is the blood vessel that is cut open, and this is the placenta. Pagbuwag sa placenta, abli ang imong ugat. Magdugo ang ugat. So technically, and under normal circumstances, dapat mo compress ang imong uterus to squeeze the open vessels and stop the bleeding. But if there is a retained placental fragment, meaning na ay portion sa placenta nga nahabilin, then this portion that is left inside will prevent the uterus to properly contract. If the uterus cannot properly contract, then we call that as uterine atony. Mao na, unsa may atong buhaton? Ato gyud ni siyang tangtangon para makakontract og tarong ang imuhang matris. Later on, we will discuss what should be done in retained placental fragments. But at this point, it is important that you understand nga kung naa gani nahabilin nga portion of the placenta still attached to the uterus, it will prevent the uterus from contracting properly, a condition called uterine atony. So again, uterine atony is a uterus nga wala tone, uterus nga walay tone. Nga naman, because of overdistension, na inat. Because of nagsigig panganak, sigig kainat. Okay? Analgesics, pampahinay sa contraction. Okay? And retained placental fragment, gipugnan ang matris nga mo contract og tarong kay naay nag-ali nga retained placental fragment. So those are the causes of uterine atony. Now, if you are the nurse in the area and your patient has had uterine atony, okay? Nga naman, makaila mga klas, makaila ka nga naay uterine atony because of a very common symptom. Unsa may sintomas na to din ha? The uterus becomes soft and baggy. Okay? The uterus becomes soft and baggy and there is excessive bleeding. Okay? So sa uterine atony, makaila ang nurse nga ayay. uterine atony nga naman inig human og panganak mugawas ng inunlan inig hikap nimo sa fundos dapat bayakas ang fundos kung unsa ni kagahi imong kumo mao sa nakagahi ang matres. Pero kung naa uterine atony inig hikap nimo murag tiyan ka humok. So it becomes soft and baggy with excessive bleeding. Now, paghikap nimo humok. Pagtanaw nimo excessive ang bleeding. Unsa nimo paghibaw nga excessive ang bleeding? Because the bleeding has exceeded the normal threshold. Remember 500 in NSVD, 1,000 in cesarean section. Grabe ang pagdugo ni mama while ang matres kay humok. Unsa may atong buhaton? What should be the intervention? Take note, the number one thing to do, the very first step to do, the priority to do is to do fundal massage. When you massage the uterus, you target the fundus. Unsa ganin ang fundus? Ang ulo sa matres. So adtuon nimo ang ulo sa matres, imo na siyang i-massage in a rotating motion. But do not make it too rough. Ayaw kayo kanang rough ra kay ka, kanang hot ra kaayo, kanang mura grabe ra kaayo pud ang imong pag-massage ngano man class. Because when you over-massage the uterus, it can cause uterine fatigue. And when there is uterine fatigue, there will be a rebound relaxation. So imbis mo gahi, ni humok na lang. Diba? Boys, gusto man tag swabe, pero gahi-gahion ra pod, mao na nga mo hinay na lang pod, no? Mukuyos na lang pod ang imong matres. Okay? So, do your fundal massage in a normal rotating motion, avoiding a rough massage over the area. Why? Because it will cause uterine fatigue, and fatigue causes rebound relaxation. And also remember, class, you only do the fundal massage if the uterus is relaxed. If the uterus is well contracted, do not massage it because again, when you massage an already contracted uterus, is an over massage. And an over massage causes uterine fatigue, and uterine fatigue can cause a rebound uterine relaxation. Okay? So una na ha? Una og priority is to do the fundal massage. You can do this in the area. When you are in the delivery room and you have noticed nga grabe ang pagdugo ni mama, the best that you can do is to do the rotating motion, no? With a closed fist, imo nang i-rotating motion ang fundos. Ha? Tingaling nagpataka na lang sagmog asa inyong gimassage. Unsa man ang imong gimassage? Dapat ang fundos or ulo sa matres. Okay? Pero ayaw mo pag-massage kung contracted ang uterus. Kay kung contracted ang uterus niya, nagdugo ang mama, unsa man di ay na, sir? Laceration sad na siya. Naay gisi ang buto ni mama. Tahiunon. Ha? Unsa may labot anang imong gimassage ang pundos unya ang iyang vagina nagngisi. Oh, kamoy gikatawan ana, nagpataka lang mo massage. Again, your fundal massage is only indicated when there is bleeding by reason of a relaxed uterus. If the uterus is well contracted, but the mother is bleeding by reason of laceration, question, should you do your fundal massage? No, you will only do the massage again when the uterus is relaxed, causing bleeding to the mother. In almost all instances, almost all, a fundal massage can resolve uterine atony. That's how powerful fundal massage is. If the fundal massage is not enough, nagmassage na ka, nagdugo man gihapon, meaning you need to do something more. Kuwang pa ang imong nahatag. Unsa may angay natong ipuno diha. What else could we do? We apply. Unsa may pampagahi? Ini tubig bugnaw. Tubig bugnaw. You apply ice over the area. So ice application para mo frozen ang iyahang uterus. Anao na lang na natoron di ta makalimot, no? Atong butangan og ice aron mo gahi ang iyang uterus. But remember, class, when you do your ice pack application, never apply the ice directly in contact to the skin. Ang katong ice, imo sa tong puston og panapton before nimo ibutang sa fundos. Because direct application of ice to the skin of the mother can cause burns. It can cause injury. Okay? So eyes application. Okay? What else? What else can you do? What else can you do kung nag-relax ang uterus niya, gadugo ang mama? Unsa may pwede na tong buhaton? What part of the mother's body can we stimulate? So you stimulate the nipple, you do nipple stimulation. Okay? The faster, the better. Ana na ha? The faster, the better. So imo nang ananaon, no? Mura ka tremors ba? Imo nang ananaon ang nipple ni mama. Okay? Kutos mahimo, girls lang atong pabuhaton. Kay mainsulto pod. Nagtanaw ang bana na ay nakay tinanawan, di nakakagawas. Kaya ang bana nagtanaw nimo giunsa nimo tutoy, wa ba yan na kay bawang mga bana ha? Di man na sila nursing, wa man na sila mo subscribe sa atong YouTube. Wa man na sila kay malo. Unya, be, okay kay bana nagtanaw kasi imong asawa. Giunsa man ni giduwa-duwaan man ni tutoy sa akong asawa. Okay ra mo? Ha? So make sure you explain the procedure to the patient, ma'am. Nagdugo man ka, tabangan ti ka ha. Unsaon man kunin mo pagtabang, atong gitikon imuhang atngal. Dapat professional. We stimulate your nipples, ma'am, to stimulate the release of oxytocin from the anterior pituitary gland. Pero boys, girls, kung nipple stimulation man lang gani atong tuyo, ipatutoy na lang nas bata. Kung naa ang baby, let the baby suck the mother's nipple. Because sucking the nipple by the baby is the same effect with nipple stimulation by the hand. So kung naa ang bata, ipalatch na lang na, no? Ipalatch na lang na to ang bata dito sa tutoy ni mama kung naa ang bata, pero kung wala ang bata, okay? Gida sa nursery kay gitabang pud ang bata, aw ikaw na lang tabang ni mama. Do the nipple stimulation. Again, what is important in nipple stimulation? This will cause the release of the hormone oxytocin from the anterior pituitary gland. Okay? When you stimulate the nipples, oxytocin is released. And when oxytocin is released, side effect ana niya class, mugahi ang matres. Kung side effect ang paggahi sa matres, unsa man day ang direct effect sa oxytocin to the nipples? It causes the ejection of the milk. That's why oxytocin is also called as the let down reflex, pampasirit sa gatas. Okay? So otherwise stated, when the nipples of the mother is stimulated, this causes the release of oxytocin, which primarily is intended to make the milk flow, pampaawa sa gatas, with a side effect of causing the uterus to contract. Okay? So, pundal massage na ka, nag-ice application na ka, nag-nipple stimulation na ka. What else? What is that part of the mother that nurses must check to ensure na di mo samot ang bleeding? Because you know that this could interfere with the ability of the uterus to contract. What is that? Bladder. So you empty the bladder. Okay? Nganong kinahanglan i-empty ang bladder? Because a full bladder impairs or interferes with the ability of the uterus to contract. If you remember, hypotonic contraction. Inumdum mong hypotonic contraction? Unsa to? Empty the bladder. The same reason. Because a full bladder will interfere with the ability of the uterus to contract. Okay? What else? You can give your medications. For this purpose class, I'd like you to memorize 4 medications that are intended for uterine atony. Unsa may medications nga atong pwedeng ihatag. Number 1, you can give oxytocin. Because oxytocin causes uterine contraction. Kung di mahimo nga gitikon rang atngal, aw hatag-tag oxytocin. And how much oxytocin is to be administered? 10 to 40 units of oxytocin is administered intravenously. Okay? It is administered intravenously. Isagol na nimo siya sa imuhang dextrose. Kung nakabantay mo, sa labor room pa lang, kung sa judgment sa doktor, hinay man iyang contraction, punan ako og 10 units oxytocin. Inig-inject sa oxytocin, adto man i-inject sa dextrose. Yang dextrose nagtuo dito sa mama. So sa ato pa, you do not administer oxytocin directly as a concentrated solution. Imo na siyang i-dilute dito sa dextrose. Okay? I-dilute ha. Dili kay mag-inject tag oxytocin, gidritso dito sa ugat. Okay? So, i-infuse na nimo dito sa dextrose, nag-flow ang dextrose well regulated. Karon, kung walay oxytocin, inig panganak ni mama, tan-aw ni doktor nga murag hinay raman ang iyahang matris, di man kayo gahi. So maghatag kag oxytocin. Saan mo paghatag? Isagol gihapon dito sa dextrose. Mao na class, when you go to the duty, when you go to the labor room or delivery room, please expose yourself to that IV, lactated ringers nga naay suwat, plus 10U oxy, plus 20U oxy. Pangitaan na ninyo para di mo maihas. Okay? And the purpose of oxytocin is simple. The purpose is to make the uterus contract because a contracted uterus stops the bleeding. Diba? That's the plain reason. Simple ra kay rason para muhunong ang dugo because uterus is contracted when there is oxytocin. Number 1, oxytocin 10 to 40 units given intravenously. Number 2, you also have to give methergine. Unsa man ni siyang methergine? Methergine class or methyl ergonovine maleate. It is an ergot compound, a fungus ba, nga atong ihatag sa mama via intramuscular injection. So lahi ha, ang oxytocin as IV drip, ang methergine as intramuscular injection. You would notice, class, remember this, you will remember me once you will be exposed to your first delivery room case. Inigawas sa inunlan, moana dayon na ang doktor, BP palihog. Si nurse dayon, mag-BP. BP-han inigawas sa placenta. That happens if the placenta is out. Inikigong placenta out, kuha din kag BP. Pila may BP? Nganong nangutana man si Doc og pila ang BP? Na naman, one reason, class, is because the doctor intends to give methergine. Mag-inject og methergine. But you can never give methergine if the blood pressure is high. Maunang gikuhaan og BP kay di na nato ihatag si methergine basta ang BP taas. Okay? Methergine given intramuscularly. What else? Another medication class could be Cytotec. Kaning Cytotec, kailaman mo ani boys ba? Ibaw man ko ninyo boys ba? No? Para unsa ang Cytotec, be comment down below. Ana na lang. Para unsa man ang Cytotec class? Di ba ang Cytotec mo man ay gamiton basta di pa anda magka-baby? Mao na gamiton nato kung mag-abort tas ato no? Sa una mapalit ra na nato kay tambal man as ulcer. Hilap akong tiyan, palit ko og kana Kremil S. Hilap akong tiyan, palit ko ranitidine. Naghilap akong tiyan, nagbati na di ito, palit ko Cytotec. Because it's an anti-ulcer drug. And because it has been abused, mo na mangayo na nagresita ang mga pharmacy. Kay Cytotec class is prostaglandin. What do we know of prostaglandin? Si prostaglandin class sa Tagalog, mauna siya'y pampalaglag. The higher the levels of prostaglandin goes, the lower the level of progesterone happens. Mura na siya og siso. Mutaas ang usa, munaog ang usa. Meaning, kung mabdos ka, niinom kag prostaglandin, pampalaglag. What happens to the level of progesterone? Musaka muubos. Muubos kay opposite man sila. Unya unsa man ang progesterone, maunay pampakapit. Kung ang babay mag-spotting, ang tambal pampakapit. Ang babay nag-threatened abortion, ang tambal pampakapit. Unsa man ang pampakapit, sir? Progesterone. Pero ang levels of progesterone and prostaglandin kontra na sila. Mutaas ang usa, munaog ang usa. If one is daytime, the other is nighttime. If one is perfect, the other is zero. Kung ang one is bright, the other is bugo, mao na silang duha. So kung nagsigag inom og prostaglandin, bugo, wag tang ang bright. No. Wag tang ang bright. Ingon ana ang mahitabo. So now, what keeps the baby attached? What keeps the placenta attached? It's your progesterone. Di ba? Progesterone, pampakapit. But what if I give Cytotec? What does it contain? Prostaglandin. So, ang sa resulta, tagak ang nahabilin nga inunlan. Okay? So, that's why we give Cytotec or prostaglandin. Question, how is prostaglandin administered? O, mamalit naman lang yun mo Cytotec, no? Kung saan mo na, ipatumar na ninyo sa baba, kung gusto mo abortion ng epekto, kung sa may atong buhaton, tablitas mo na. Kung sa may atong buhaton na ng tablitasa, ipasok sa lobot. It is administered per rectum. O, kompleto na inyong knowledge, ha? Pwede na. Ha? Kung wak mo'y konsensya, mga animala mo, ha? So, it's administered per rectum. Cytotec. Okay? Number 4, oxytocin, methergine, Cytotec, and there's a fourth one, your carboprost hemabate. Carboprost hemabate. Unsa man ang carboprost hemabate, no? It is also a prostaglandin analog gihapon in the same manner that your Cytotec functions. Okay? It's a prostaglandin analog that is administered via IM injection. Okay? So, what should we remember in carboprost or hemabate? Remember this class. Ang carboprost hemabate can never be administered if the patient has asthma. If methergine is bawal sa high blood, ang hemabate is bawal sa hubakon. Okay? So that's the difference between the two. And what could be the side effect of Cytotec administration? Gipasok sa lubot, magsigi ka og diarrhea. So the side effect of Cytotec is diarrhea. And what could be the complication or the adverse effect of oxytocin? Water intoxication. Okay? So remember these 4 different medications. Going back. In uterine atony, the uterus is soft and buggy with excessive vaginal bleeding. Nganong nagdugo? Kay ang imong uterus wala tone. Ang uterus relaxed. Okay? And when uterine atony happens, what should be our interventions? Number 1, fundal massage. Number 2, ice application. Number 3, nipple stimulation, either by manually stimulating the nipple or by making the baby suck over the breast. Okay? Number 4, empty the bladder. Number 5, give medications. What medication is given via intravenous? It can cause diarrhea. Okay? It is contraindicated in asthma. It is contraindicated in patients with hypertension. So you know interventions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If all else fails, nagdugo gihapon si mama. Gibuhat na nimong tanan. Gihatag na nimong tanan nimong nahibawan. Gibuhat na nimong number 1, number 2, number 3. Nahatag na ang number 5, ang upat katambal. Pero ang pasyente, kadugo gihapon. Question. You are a UC, vanilla nurse. What do you expect to be done? Hysterectomy or the removal of the uterus. And that is uterine atony. Next topic, let's go to retained placental fragments. Unsa man ang retained placental fragments? This refers to conditions where ang part sa imuhang placenta has been retained in utero. Ideally, tibuok placenta, including all of its 30 cotyledons, should have been expelled. But unsa may nahitabo sa retained placental fragment? na ay nahabilin usa, duha, or many more. And that is the reason why, class, inigawas sa placenta, other than recording whether it's Schultz or Duncan mechanism, other than recording that, what else will your CI tell you to do? Moingon ng CI, inspect the placenta. Nga naman, kana man kung inunlan, class, mura na siya og Lego. Mura na siya puzzle. Kana bitang imong gisumpay-sumpay. Nga kung naay usa ka blue nga kuwang, makita nimo nga nay pahak gyud siya. So, unsa man tong napahak, unsa man tong kuwang dito, it's a cotyledon. And remember, when a cotyledon is left, it's a case of a retained placental fragment. And kahibalugyod mo, basta na ay retained placental fragment, unsa may epekto ana ang mama mag-bleeding. Nga naman, the uterus cannot properly contract. And that is precisely the reason why. But I'd like to know, kinsa man diri ang nakakita na nga naay gipaanak from start to end? Kinsa man diri? O pag mo kita, ang kaning uban, o pakita. Ini gawa sa inonlan. Moingon man na, baby out, sunod, placenta out. Nya, BP palihog, kung hadag BP. Pag human ana, kita dayon mo, kanino, kamot, naglabs. Unsa may buhaton sa doktor, iyahatong kuptan ang fundos, iyang birahon padong niya, kaning kamot ipasok nis buto. Unya kuskuson to ang iyahang matres. Ngano man, kung sa may purpose aning pagkuskus, pag-ana dito, kaning kamot na ni OS ha. OS ma'am, tunol sad mo. Kuha ba pasok pa, paana pagtanaw. Anaon ni Doc ang OS, na mga tibugol-tibugol, iyang ilain ang uban, kay pabayopsi ang uban. Oh, sunod, anak kuptan dyan na, kinahanglan to niya birahon ng fundos para di sad maabot ang iyang kamot dito sa may liog nas pasyente. Mo na nga, katong fundos, iya itong ipaduol dere para duol ra ang iyang kuot. Kay mas layo ang fundos, mas lam ang kuot. Diba? So, birahon ng fundos, ipasok ang kamot, kuskuson og OS ang uterus. Nganong gikuskus man na, share? Kay kung naalagi cotyledon, class nga mahabilin nga nagpilit dito, dili mo contract ang matres. Uterine atony. And uterine atony causes bleeding. Mo na practice nato usually sa mga some, no? Some if not all. But in so far as these public hospitals nga akong na-exposean, gikamot. Pero kung mga private hospitals tingali mo, in so far sa akong na-exposean, unsa may appeal sa inyong delivery room set nga tray. Di ba namoy ovum forceps? Nya ang ovum forceps inyong butangan og OS nya inyong iklam. Pareha ra gyapon. Kupta ng fundos, birahon ng fundos padung niya, isulod ang ovum forceps mao to ikis-kis dito sa sulod. For the same reason. For the same reason, to keep the uterus clean. Nga naman, kung naalagi mahabilin, class, magdugo. Aron muhunong ang dugo, unsa may atong intervention dire? The only intervention is dilatation and curettage. Raspa, bayad na pud na. Minor surgery man na. Minor surgery na. Dili na sumpay sa inyong package deal. So kung package deal ng inyong pagpanganak, lahi nagbayad ha. Surgery na. Although ubig gihapon ang ma-perform, but that's a minor surgery. Hatagan mog noben, nya paskan mog speculum, no? Paskan mog retractor, so ang inyong vagina, butangan na og kanang mabilangkad gid sa tarong ba. So mao na vagina, paskan na siya puthaw, nya itagak, so abli na inyong vagina. Sudlan dayto kanang kakita na mo anang magduwa mog bubbles in tayhopon, ana-ana. Kanang stick o niya nailingin, o mao na siya ipasok dito, mao to siya ikuskus dito sa ilawom. Surgery na siya, minor surgery. Bayad na, tagpila man na sa private, 60,000, 70,000, o ana na nagbayad. Nga naman, wa man ka nagpakuot, ipakuot na lang yun na inikahuman og panganak. So, mas limpyo magud class kung katong kamuton, kontra ka ng imong kutsaraon ba, mas lami magining kinamuton, kaysa katong imong gamitan o katong ovum forceps, nindot gyud tong manual. Manual. Okay. Retain placental fragment. So, question now. Di ba na ay nahabilin nga part of the placenta nagpilit? Question. Di man na nato makita from the outside. How would we know that it is indeed a case of retained placental fragment? Unsa man? So, by the symptoms itself, naa kay signs of uterine atony. Unsa toy signs of uterine atony? The uterus is soft and baggy plus excessive bleeding. So the uterus is soft, baggy, and excessive bleeding. Then you will also have what laboratory value would be elevated? What laboratory value would be elevated in retained placental fragment? Na ay nahabilin nga placenta. Class, what is a placenta made of? What kind of cells comprise your placenta? Trophoblastic cells. And what do trophoblastic cells produce? Meaning ba nga kung naakoy placenta, naakoy trophoblastic cell? Yes. If naakoy trophoblastic cell, meaning ba naakoy HCG? Yes. Meaning to say, kung nahabilin ang trophoblastic cell or placenta, ang HCG taas. Kay kung wa paunta ko'y placenta na, kay nabuwag na tanan, kung wa paunta ko'y trophoblastic cell, wala na unta ko'y HCG. Nga anong naaman? Diba? Naadi ay nahabilin nga inunlan. And how do we know? How do we confirm the presence of retained placental fragment? You do your ultrasound. Okay? You do your ultrasound. Another principal class that you have to remember in cases of retained placental fragment is, in cases nga na kay retained placental fragment, there will be sub-involution. Sub-involution class refers to the failure of the uterus to return to its pre-pregnant state. The failure of the uterus to return to its pre-pregnant state is a condition called sub-involution. And sub-involution is most oftenly caused by retained placental fragment. Okay? Unsa man din ang involution? Inighuman nimo panganak manggod class. Inighuman nimo panganak. Ang imong matres musaka na dito sa pusod. Pusod. Gikan sa pusod, every 24 hours, manaog na siya og one finger breath. So kung mauning lawas ni mama, okay, pusod, vagina, lubot, okay, mauning lawas ni mama, inig mismong panganak, ang imuhang fundos na ana sa may puso dapit. Every 24 hours, munaog na siya, hangtod nga nigabot ni mog day 10 to day 14, it can no longer be palpable. So inig panganak, mapalpate ba ang fundos? Yes. Igugma, mapalpate ba? Yes. Ikatulo? Yes. Ikanapo? Di na. So from day 1 to day 9, you can palpate the fundus, although magka-us-us. On the day of the delivery, it is at the level of the pusod. Every 24 hours thereafter, manaog siya class og one finger breath. So kung naa diri, usa ka kamot, anaani mo, munaog siya, usa ka kamot, ugma, usa ka kamot, usa ka tudlo, usa ka tudlo. Hangtod nga maabot na kag day 10, di na nimo mahikap ang uterus. Mo na gitawag nato og involution process, the return of the uterus to its pre-pregnant state. But kung naa kunoy retained placental fragment, involution cannot happen. And we call that class as sub-involution. Okay? Sub-involution. So therefore, when you have retained placental fragment, what must we do? Unsa may atong intervention for retained placental fragment? Unsa may tambal nga pwedeng mupatay sa trophoblastic cell? So that's why you give your methotrexate, your anti-cancer drug, which kills rapidly growing cells just like your trophoblast. Okay? And what else? You do your dilatation and curettage. Okay? So that is retained placental fragment. Now we go to our last topic for this part of the video. It's perineal hematoma. Okay? Bunog sa bilat. Your perineal hematoma. Kita naman mo na black eye, no? Na black eye na, gina sa eye. Di ba? O, kita naman black boto. O, black eye sa boto. That's your perineal hematoma. Okay? So when we say hematoma class, This refers to the collection of blood at the subcutaneous layer of the skin. What are the layers of the skin? Mo-mention ba ko nga there is a video? Manawag ba ko? What are the layers of the skin? Epidermis. Dermis. Okay. What are the layers of the dermis? Ang tupi na sa niya. Those who are under me, or if you have watched my video on integumentary system, I made a mnemonic there. Remember your can lions grab some beers? Katong stratum, basale, no, lucidum, spinosum, and all else, no? So if you want to know about the anatomy of the skin, subscribe. Okay, going back. So kani class, ang dugo naiugat nga naputol. Naiugat nga able. And this ugat nga able, nagsigi og awas ang dugo, pero ang dugo wa kagawas. Naara siya na trap sa subcutaneous layer. So sa may resulta, you will see a purplish discoloration plus swelling na ay hubag nga color purple. In fact, even if you don't look at it, mabdos ka, nanganak ka, pagpanganak nimo na kay perineal hematoma, bisag di ka mo tanaw sa imong buto, feeling nimo mura magnaay nag-ung-ung. Mura magnaay nag-ung-ung. Unsa man ang nag-ung-ung diha? Unsa man na diha? That's your hematoma. Feelings of pressure in between the legs. Okay? So your perineal hematoma is manifested by number 1, feelings of pressure in between the legs. Okay? There will be a swelling. And what's the color of the swelling? Purplish discoloration. And sakit hikapon. Mo na mo siya no touch. So there will be tenderness upon palpation. So what are the manifestations of a perineal hematoma or bunog in the perineum? Unsa man? So you have there your feelings of pressure in between the legs, swelling or pagpanghubag, no? With a purplish discoloration, with tenderness upon palpation. Question: who are those prone to perineal hematoma? Kinsa man ang apektado ani? Kinsa man kasagarang bilat mabunog? Kinsa man? Patients who have had precipitous labor or patients who have had a rapid and forceful delivery of the baby. So yunan ka, murag giagian o kanang rocket imuhang vagina, no ba? Boom! Mag-ana, sus, violet oy. So ang imong vagina murag gihapak, gihapos. So unsa may resulta? Nabunog. Unsa ano pagkaibaw na bunog? Na may hubag. Saan mo pagkaibaw nga kanang dugo na purple man? Nakasuway naman siguro mo ni class. Kanang hubag sa gums ba dili kani? Kanang hubag sa gums baka na mapaakan ninyo inyong pan or nahapakan mo nya. Feeling ninyo nga naisambol kay labi na kaning mga naka braces, no? Kanang bagong adjust or maputol ang wires or naay lapas nga wire, magsige kasama imong mga kalagusan. So ma-feel nimo nga naay bump, naay murag hubag. O diya, tanaw nimo puwa, dark red or purple ang color niya. Mao na siya nahitabo. Okay? So just to show you, okay? Just to show you, okay, so dara, no? So this is from Credits to Maternal Quick Notes of 2025. Kinsay author ani? So kana, no? Naa siya'y hubag class, no? Naa siya'y hubag at the subcutaneous layer. So niburot gihapon ang imuhang vagina, pero ang burot naa sa sulod. So unsa may suludan na niya nga cyst, unsa may suludan na nga hubag, dugo na siya class. That's because of the open vessels nga nagsigi og awas ang dugo pero walay kagawsan ang imuhang dugo. That's why you will have feelings of pressure, purplish discoloration, swelling, and tenderness upon palpation. And remember, who are those who are prone to perineal hematoma? Those who have had Precipitous labor. And just as a review, you say it's precipitous when the labor is accomplished in less than 3 hours at the rate of cervical dilation among primates of 5 cm, among multigravid of 10 cm. Okay, karon ni hubag mangyud na din ha. Naa maginay bunog imong buto. Unsa may among buhaton din ha. So what are those interventions that you do in cases of a perineal hematoma? Number one, sukdon sa, we do our assessment first. We measure the size of the hematoma in terms of centimeters. And what's the reason nga nung ato man ang sukdon? So that we will be able to determine kung nagkagrabe ba ang imuhang sitwasyon, nagkagrabe ba ang imuhang kondisyon. Okay? So you measure it in centimeters. 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and so on. Okay? Number 2, apply ice compress. Okay? Nindot ni siyang libruha class kay naay mga rasyonale ba? Ah. Asa ta palit ani? Ano? Apply ice compress. Unsa may reason? Anong butangan man na natog ice? Nganong butangan man nag-ice? Okay. Di ba class, ang nahitabo na ay ugat nga naputol nga nagsigi og dugo pero ang dugo wa kagawas. That's why ni hubag violet, ba? So sa may atong buhaton. So we close this ugat by making it shrink. How? We apply warm or we apply cold? Umanang hataga na to cold application. Because with cold application, it can reduce the seepage of the open vessels through vasoconstriction. O niya, kay sakit man na, pwede ta mo hatag og analgesics. Okay? Now, if these are not enough, okay, we also have to consider the size of the hematoma. Ano man? If the hematoma is small, they usually resolve on its own. Mawagtang lang na siya giyaha. Kaysa may nakasuway na diri nga napaaka nila ilahang wait. Oh, yan ihubag nagdugo. Ningadto ba mog doktor kay inyong paoperahan? Di ba nawagtang raman nag-iyaha, wa na mo kabantay. When? 3 to 4 days. Because maabsorb raman pud na siya balik sa atong system ang kanang mga hubag. But kung dako kaayo gid na siya nga hubag class, kinahanglan na siya operahan. Ang tawag sa operation na class, IND. Unsa man ang IND? Incision and drainage. Gision, okay? Pag humano gisi, imong pagawson ang dugo, iniguman imong tahion pasira. And sometimes, if naagyapon kay makita nga ugat nga nagsigig dugo, ato tong iligate ang katong mga ugat. So we anticipate incision and drainage over the hematoma with ligation of the bleeding vessels. Okay? So hematoma, there's a mnemonic there. You can see that on the book. Okay? And that's it, no? Let's try to answer some questions here. Let's try to answer some questions. Okay? Here, let's try, no? Let's try to practice answering NCLEX questions, okay? Because this channel is for local and NCLEX prep students, no? Let's try some sample NCLEX questions and see sayon raman di ay USRN. A nurse is assessing a postpartum client and suspects uterine atony. Okay? Tanaw nimo, relax ang iyahang matres. So when you answer NCLEX or local board questions class, you understand the question before you look at the choices. Do not look at the choices without understanding the question. Because class, the tip there is, as you look at the question, you have to establish a frame of thinking on your mind without the bias yet. Nga naman, kung nakakita na kag choices, mawagtang naman ang imuhang pag-strategize o pag-think kung unsa yun na siya kay nakabasa man ka. So imo sang i-frame unsa man din ni siya. So in this case, this is uterine atony. Which of the following supports? So ang iyang pangutana, unsa ang sintomas sa tao nga naa uterine atony? Ingon siya. Letter A. Firm ang uterus. Wrong na dayon. Because we know that uterine atony is soft and puggy. Letter B. Kunya na. Letter D. Midline uterus with scanty lochia. May kag lochia, this is the blood that comes out after delivery. Naay rubra, serosa, naay alba. Pero sa uterine atony kuno, ang lochia or ang bleeding in the postpartum is scanty. Okay ra ni siya? Uterine atony unya gamay ra dugo. Ha? Scanty kanang patlak-patlak ra kuno nagspotting ra ka. Okay ra ni siya? Ha? Anak ni sis Ginoo ga atony unya way dugo, di ba? Ah. C. Firm uterus wa na. Firm pa lang daan, di na mao. Di ba? So let's see letter B. Baggy. Sakto ba? Baggy uterus is the answer. So letter B is the answer. Why challenge, no? Why challenge? A postpartum client is experiencing uterine atony. Which of the following must the nurse do? Bisag identification pa ang question. Unsay atong priority intervention? Naabay pundal massage? Atong tanawon ha. Letter A, operahan. Hysterectomy. Remember, it's an option of last resort. Letter B, abunuhan og dugo. Na. Ha? Gitapulan man siya og massage. Abuno na lag dugo. O ya, kung wa nimo na gi-massage bisan pag 20 ka balding dugo imong iabuno, hurot gihapon na, di ba? Oh. Begin fundal massage or catheterization. Pwede ba mag-catheterization? What do you think? A patient has had uterine atony. Posible ba ang catheterization? Yes. Remember, a full bladder impairs the ability of the uterus to contract. But the question, my good class, is which intervention should the nurse perform first? So it must be fundal massage. Why, class? Why? As I have said ganina, class, in almost all instances with fundal massage, no, your uterine atony is almost always resolved with that alone. With that alone, ha? So, unya na tong uban, massage siya, kay basin di ay, marisolba ra siya. Okay? Next, a nurse administers methergine. Which client history requires the nurse to question the order? Maingon ang nurse sa UC Manilad nga, Dok, di na pwede. Pinaalaw siya. Di na pwede ni mo ipa-administer, Dok. Kay letter C. It cannot be administered to a patient with hypertension. Matik, bright pa mos doktor. Ha? Next. A postpartum woman has been diagnosed with retained placental fragment. Again, when we speak of retained placental fragment, what portion of the placenta is most commonly retained? It's your cotyledons, no? And this is common in what kind of placenta? Unsa nga placental anomaly, class, nga kanang nagtuka nga humana ka, pero buang nga napaman din habilin nga gamay? The accessory lobe in patients with substantial, or when the attachment is very deep. Unsa man na? Your placenta accretan. Gigas na gayo si Vanilla do. Balhin na mo. Balhin na mo. So letter, section A. Ano na section P. P. Pero dagan sila sa. So, unsa man? Which of the following is a potential complication if the fragments are not removed? Unsa ko din mahitabo kung pasagdan to nato ang cotyledon nga nahabilin? Mubuto ang matris? Is this a strain more than what the uterus could endure? Postpartum hemorrhage? Pwede. Preterm labor? Appeal ba ni siya sa dehydration, chorioamnionitis o urinary tract infection or the causes of preterm labor? Di ba? Tulungan to? Pelvic inflammatory disease. So what should be your answer? Postpartum hemorrhage. And we all know it is postpartum hemorrhage if normal spontaneous vaginal deliveries, bleeding exceeds, cesarean section exceeds. Basic, no? Basic. Okay. Naay gamay nga bunog sa vagina. Okay? There is a small perineal hematoma. Bunog. Okay? Which intervention should you do? Gamay nga bunog. Letter A. Surgery, incision and drainage. Gamay nga bunog. Ha? Kano sa raman dito? Sa dagko nga hematoma. Correct, no? Apply heat pack. Painitan. Ha? Mura na nagbibingka? Diba? Say painitan. Hot cake, bingka, bingka. Oh. Nga nang painitan mo na. Sayop, dapat cold because kay baluta na ay ugat nga able nagdugo. So sa atong buhaton, ipakipot ang ugat para muhinay ang dugo. Kay kung ato nang painitan, unsa may epekto sa init? Di ba mubuka, musamot ang dugo. Okay? Letter C. Ice pack with pain reliever. Okay? Or avoid pain reliever. Ha? Unsa may atong answer diri class? So letter C. Okay? So that ends part 1 of our postpartum complications discussion.